Now, we'll continue with one more problem, that is the problem number 7. A short piece of steel pipe is to carry an axial compressive load of 1000 kilonewton with a factor of safety of 2 against yielding. If the thickness of the pipe is to be 1/5 of outside diameter, find the minimum required outside diameter D. Take yield stress of steel as 280 MPa. So it is the examination problem which is of January, February 2004. So here he has given to carry an axial compressive load capital P, which is 1000 kilonewton. So you have P is equal to 1000 kilonewton, which will be equal to 1 into 10 to the power of 3 kilonewton, 1 into 10 to the power of 3 into 10 to the power of 3 Newton. So 10 to the power of 3 plus 3 will be 10 to the power of 6 Newton. So he has given the factor of safety as 2. Yield stress which is given to be 280 MPa, so 280 Newton per mm square. What is the, find the thickness of the pipe is to be 1.5 of outside diameter. So T will be equal to 1 by 5 into outside diameter. So what is the, we will go to denote outside diameter by D. Therefore, T will be equal to 1 by 5 into D, that is D by 5. 1 by 5 into D is 0.2 D thickness. Since many ductile materials have the same yield point in tension and compression, therefore, sigma Yt is equal to sigma Yc, which is equal to 280 Newton per mm square. So what is the permissible or working stress? Sigma will be equal to sigma Yc by factor of safety. So what is sigma Yc, which is compressive yield stress, which is equal to 280 by 2, which is equal to 140 Newton per mm square. What will going to be the inner diameter of the pipe? Di will be equal to D naught, that is outside minus 2 times T. What is D naught? D naught is nothing but D minus 0.2 into 0.2 D. So what will be equal to D minus 0.2 means 0.4. 1 minus 0.4 will be equal to 0.6 D. What is working stress? Sigma is equal to axial compressive load divided by area of cross section of the pipe. So that is equal to P by A. Since it is a hollow material, hollow cylinder, so what will going to be the area of cross section? So that is equal to P by capital P by pi by 4 into D naught square minus Di square. So what is Di? Di is nothing but 0.6 D. So that is equal to P by pi by 4 into D naught is nothing but D. So that will be equal to, here you have given D naught is equal to D. Therefore, pi by 4 into D square minus, what is Di? Di is nothing but 0.6 D. Pi minus 0.6 square into D square. So, upon simplification, that will be equal to P by pi by 4 into D square into 1 minus 0.6 square, and close the bracket. So what is the other value? That is the sigma, which is the working stress, 140 will be equal to P equals 10 to the power of 6 divided by pi by 4 into D square into 1 minus 0.6 square. Therefore, outer diameter of the pipe is D equals 119.2068 mm. Now we are going to take up one more problem. So the problem number 8. A solid light alloy bar of 40 mm in diameter is used as a tie. If the permissible tensile stress of the material is 320 meganewton per meter square, determine the capacity of the bar if the hollow steel bar with internal diameter of 20 mm is used instead of solid alloy bar. Determine its external diameter. For steel hollow bar of pipe, the permissible stress is given to be 120 meganewton per meter square. So again, this is the problem of the examination problem of July 2007. So what are the data given? A solid light alloy bar of diameter 40 mm. So D will be equal to 40 mm. The permissible tensile stress of the material is sigma, which is given to be 320 meganewton per mm square. What is mega? Mega is nothing but 10 to the power of 6. 320 into 10 to the power of 6 divided by 10 to the power of 6. So it will going to get cancelled because we are converting meter square into mm square. So mega is converted into Newton. So 320, 10 to the power of 6 on simplification, 10 to the power of 6 and 10 to the power of 6 gets cancels. Therefore, sigma will be equal to 320 Newton per mm square. So what is DI? If the hollow steel bar with internal diameter of 20 mm, so DI is given 20 mm. For steel hollow bar, what is sigma? Sigma is given to be, is used as a hollow steel bar with the permissible stress of sigma is here, he has taken as 120, is given as 120, here we have taken it as 150. So we will going to take that itself as your value. So if you take that as 150 on this problem, we have taken that value as 150 Newton. So here this should be also 150 Newton per mm square. So what is the solution? Solid, first we're going to take up for solid alloy bar. So solid alloy bar, what is the permissible stress? Sigma is equal to P by A. So what is sigma? That is equal to P by, for a solid alloy bar, what is area of cross section? Area of cross section is pi d square. So what is P? P is equal, 320 is the stress equals P by pi d square by 4. That is pi by 4 into 40 square. So on simplification, the capacity of the bar P will be equal to 402.123.86 Newton. So if you are expressing in terms of kilonewton, it will be divided by 1000. So that P will be equal to 402.123 or 124 kilonewton. Suppose if you have a steel hollow bar, so what is the permissible stress? Sigma is equal to P by A. So that is equal to capital P by pi by 4 into d naught square minus di square. So 150 equals, what is P? 402.123.86 divided by, what is the area of cross section of the hollow bar? The area of the cross section of the hollow bar is given by pi by 4 into d naught square minus di square. Therefore, on substituting the value, sigma equals 150 equals, what is the capacity of the bar? 402.123.86 Newton divided by pi by 4 into area of cross section of the hollow bar, which will be equal to pi by 4 into d naught square minus di square. Therefore, external diameter on simplification, you will going to get it as 61.7522. Now we are going to take up one more problem on the strength of materials. A 25 mm diameter rod is subjected to a tensile load of 50 kilonewton. The extension of the rod was found to be 250 divisions in the extensometer of 200 mm gauge length. If each division of the extensometer is equal to 0.001 mm, find the modulus of elasticity. So here, he has given in the different format. So we need to, it is actually basically he has taken the readings from the universal testing machine. So first is, he says the diameter. So what are the data given? First we will go to identify. A 25 mm diameter is given. So naturally the diameter of the rod is 25 mm. Is subjected to a tensile load. P is equal to 50 into 10 to the power of 3. So 50 into 10 to the power of 3 means 5 into 10 to the power of 4 Newton. The extension of the rod was found to be 250 divisions in the extensometer. So delta will be equal to 250 into, so what is the, each division of the extensometer is equal to 0.001 mm. So delta will be equal to 250 into 0.001, which will be equal to 0.25 mm, which is the delta. So we know what is the length of the bar. The length of the bar is 200 mm because it is the extensometer of 200 mm gauge length. Then what we need to find out? We need to find out the Young's modulus. So what is the solution? Stress will be equal to sigma by P. Sigma is equal to P by A. And strain epsilon will be equal to delta L by L. So what is the modulus of elasticity? E is equal to sigma by epsilon. What is sigma? Which is P by A. What is epsilon? Delta L by L. So on simplification, P into L by, so here P into L by A into delta L. So that will be equal to Young's modulus. So what is that P? P is nothing but 5 into 10 to the power of 4 Newton per mm square into L is the length of the rod, which is of 200 mm gauge length. So L will be equal to 200 divided by what is delta L? Delta L is the extension of the rod, which will be equal to 250 into extensometer reading of 200 mm length. So into 250 into 0.001. So what is that delta L, which is equal to 0.25 or delta, which has been given, into area of cross section, which is pi by 4 into 25 square. So on simplification, you will going to get it as E is equal to 81487.3 Newton per mm square. So this is how you will be able to find the modulus of elasticity. So we are going to take up one more problem, problem number 10. A hollow steel tube is to be used to carry an axial compressive load of 150 kilonewton. The yield stress for steel is 250 Newton per mm square and a factor of safety of 2. The following are the three classes of tubes of external diameter 100 mm are available. So what is that class and thickness? So light will be equal to 3.5 mm, medium will going to be 4.0 mm thickness, and heavy duty will be equal to 5.0 mm. Suggest the suitable section. So what he has given? So first we are going to take up the stress, strain, and also the Young's modulus. So what is the permissible stress? Sigma is equal to yield stress divided by the factor of safety. So what is the yield stress given? Which is given to be 250 Newton per mm square and the factor of safety as 2. So 250 by 2. On simplification, you are going to get it as 125 Newton per mm square. So what is also we can find out also is equal to, also as sigma is equal to capital P by A. So what is sigma? Sigma is given to be yield stress of 250, so it should be 125. So permissible stress is yield stress by factor of safety 250 by 2, which is equal to 125 Newton per mm square. So sigma, what we need to identify is here to keep it as 125. What is P? P is given to be 150 into 10 to the power of 3 because that is the kilonewton. 150 into 10 to the power of 3 divided by A, which is the area of cross section, which I don't know. Therefore, area of the cross section of the tube is 120 mm square. So now for a hollow section of outer diameter is capital D and the inner diameter is small d. So what happens? Area of cross section will be equal to capital A is equal to pi by 4 into outer diameter minus inner diameter. So that will be equal to d square minus capital D square minus small d square. So what is that? It is 1200 mm. Sorry, here the area of cross section is 1200 mm square, which is equal to pi by 4 into what is the outer diameter? The outer diameter is given to be 100 mm. So you take d 100 square minus d square. On simplification, the inner diameter will going to comes to be 92.044 mm. But what we need to find out is we need to find out the thickness of the tube. What is T? T will be equal to D minus T, D minus D, that is on both the sides. But actually we have to consider what is the thickness which you need to consider D minus D by 2. So individual cross section wherein you have internal diameter and the external diameter will be known. So capital D is 100 minus 92.044 divided by 2, which will be equal to, on simplification, you will going to get it as 3.978 mm. So what will going to be the thickness? So the thickness, which is 3.978, yes, now we will go for 3. Here what the thickness we have measured, 3.978. Therefore, we can go for the medium cross section. Hence, the suggested section is medium class. So this is how you will be able to find the solution for this particular problem, and this will be our final solution. Thank you.